Now, fair Hippolyta, our nuptial hour draws on apace. 4 happy days bring in a new moon. But oh, methinks how slow this old moon wanes. She lingers my desires like to a stepdame or a dowager, long withering out a young man's revenue.
4 days will quickly steep themselves in night. 4 nights will quickly dream away the time. And then the moon, like to a silver bow, new bent in heaven, shall behold the night of our solemnities.
Go, Philostrate. Stir up the Athenian youth to merriments. Awake the pert and nimble spirit of mirth. Turn melancholy forth to funeral. The pale companion is not for our pomp. Hippolyta, I wooed thee with my sword, and won thy love doing the injuries. But I will wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, and with reveling.
Happy be Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung with feigning voice verses of feigning love, and stolen the impression of her fantasy. With cunning thou hast filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience, which is due to me, to stubborn harshness. And my gracious Duke, be it so, she will not hear before your grace consent to marry with Demetrius. I beg the ancient privilege of Athens. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall either be to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law, immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you your father should be as a god, one that composed your beauties. Yea, and one to whom you are but as a form in wax, by him imprinted, and within his power to leave the figure or disfigure it. Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind, wanting your father's voice, the other must be held the worthier.
I would my father looked what with my eyes.
Rather you must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by what power I made bold, nor how it may concern my modesty in such a presence here to plead my thoughts. But I beseech your grace, that I may know the worst that may befall me in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death, or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires, know of your youth, examine well your blood. Whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun. Thrice blessed they that master so their blood, to undergo such maiden pilgrimage. But earthlier happy is the rose distilled, than that which, withering on the virgin thorn, grows, lives, and dies in single blessedness.
So will I grow, so live, so die, my lord, ere I will yield my virgin patent up unto his lordship, whose unwished yoke my soul consents not to give sovereignty.
Take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day, either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or to wed Demetrius as he would, or on Diana's altar to protest for austerity and single life.
Relent, sweet Hermia, and Lysander, yield thy crazy title to my certain right.
You have her father's love, Demetrius. Let me have Hermia's. Do you marry him?
Scornful Lysander, true he hath my love, and what is mine my love shall render him. And she is mine, and all my right of her I do estate unto Demetrius.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way as fairly ranked, if not with vantage, as Demetrius. And what is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved of beauteous Hermia. Why then should I not prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch it to his head, made love to Nader's daughter, Helena, and won her heart. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devoutly dotes in idolatry upon this spotted and inconstant man.
I must confess I've heard so much, and with Demetrius ought to have spoke thereof. But being overfull of self-affairs, my mind did lose it. But Demetrius, come, and come, Aegeus, you shall go with me. I have some private schooling for you both. For you, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will, or the law of Athens yields you up, by which no means we may extenuate, to death, or to a vow of single life.
How now, my love? Why is your cheek so pale? How came the roses there to fade so fast?
Belike for want of rain, which I could well beteem them from the tempest of my eyes.
Hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house remote 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. There, gentle Hermia, may I marry thee, and to that place the sharp Athenian law cannot pursue us. If thou lovest me then, steal forth thy father's house tomorrow night, and in the wood, a league without the town. There will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee by Cupid's strongest bow, by all the vows that ever men have broke, in number more than ever women spoke. In that same place thou hast appointed me. Tomorrow truly will I meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? That fair again unsay. Demetrius loves your fair, oh happy fair. Were the world mine, Demetrius being baited, I'd give the rest to be to you translated. Oh, teach me how you look, and with what art you sway the motion of Demetrius's heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smiles such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection move.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
His folly, Helena, is no fault of mine.
None but your beauty. Would that fault were mine.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander and myself will fly this place.
Helena, to you our minds we will unfold. Tomorrow night, through Athens' gates have we devised to steal.
And in the wood where often you and I upon faint primrose beds were wont to lie, emptying our bosoms of their counsel sweet, there my Lysander and myself shall meet. And thence from Athens turn away our eyes, to seek new friends and stranger companies. Farewell, sweet playfellow. Pray thou for us, and good luck grant thee thy Demetrius. Keep word, Lysander. We must starve our sight from lovers' food, till tomorrow deep midnight.
I will, my love. Helena, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some or other some can be. Through Athens I am thought as fair as she. But what of that? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all that he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of his qualities. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when these hails some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved, and showers of oaths did melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then, to the wood, will he tomorrow night pursue her. And if I have thanks for this intelligence, it is a dear expense. But herein mean I to enrich my pain, to have his heart thither and back again.
All our company here? You are best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is the scroll of every man's name which is thought fit through all Athens to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on their wedding day at night.
First, good Peter Quince, say what the play treats on, and then read the names of the actors and so grow to a point.
Mary, Our play is the most lamentable comedy and the most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you, and a merry. Now, Peter Quince, call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom the Weaver.
Ready. Name what part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What is Pyramus? A lover or a tyrant?
A lover who kills himself most gallant for love.
That was some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes. I will move storms, I will condole to some measure. To the rest, yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I can play Heracles rarely, or a part to Terracatian to make all split. The raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates, and Phoebus's car shall shine from far, and make and mar the foolish fates. This was lofty. Now name the other players. This was Heracles' vein, a tyrant's vein. A lover is more condoling.
Francis Flute the bellows mender.
Here, Peter Quince.
Francis Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is Thisbe? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I've a beard coming in.
That is all one. You shall play in a mask, and you may speak as small as you will.
Oh, if I may hide my face, let me play Thisbe too. I'll speak in a monstrous little voice. Thisbe! Thisbe!
Ah, Pyramus, my lover, dear! Thy Thisbe, dear, and lady, dear!
No, you must play Pyramus, and Flute you Thisbe.
Well, proceed.
Robin Starveling the tailor.
Here, Peter Quince.
Robin Starveling, you must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout the tinker.
Here, Peter Quince.
You Thisbe's father. Myself Pyramus's father. Snug the joiner, you the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's part written? Pray you, if it be, give it me for slow study.
You may do it ex-tempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
Oh, let me play the lion too! I'll roar that it will do any man's heart good to hear me. I'll roar that I'll make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again.
And you should do it too terribly that you would frighten the duchesses and the ladies, that they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us, every mother's son.
I grant you, friends, if you should fright the ladies out of their wits, they'll have no more discretion but to hang us. But I will aggravate my voice, so that I'll roar you as gently as any sucking dove. I'll roar you and twere any nightingale.
You can play no part but Pyramus. For Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man as one shall see on a summer's day. A most gentleman-like man, therefore you must needs play Pyramus.
Well, I will undertake it.
Well, masters, here are your parts. I entreat you, I request you, and I desire you to come them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace woods, a mile without the town, by moonlight. There will we rehearse. For if we rehearse in the city, we will be dogged by company, and our devices known. In the meantime, I will draw up a bill of property such as our play wants. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet, and there we may rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Take pains, masters. Be parfait. Adieu.
At the Duke's oak we meet.
Enough! Hold their cut bowstrings.
and I serve the fairy queen, to do her orbs upon the green. The cowslips tall her pensioners be, in their gold coat spots you see. Those be rubies, fairy favors, in those freckles live their savors. I must go seek a dewdrop here, and hang a pearl in every cowslip's ear. Farewell, thou lob of spirits, I'll be gone. Our queen and all her elves come here anon.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed the queen come not within his sight. For Oberon is passing fell in wrath, because that she is her attendant hath a lovely boy, stolen from an Indian king. She never had so sweet a changeling. And jealous Oberon would have the child, knight of his train, to trace the forest wild. But she perforce withholds the loved boy, crowns him with flowers, and makes him all her joy. And now they never meet in grove or green, by fountain clear or spangled starlight sheen. But they do square that their elves for fear creep into acorn cups and hide them there.
Either I mistake your make and shaping quite, or else you are that shrewd and knavish sprite called Robin Goodfellow. Are not you he that frights the maidens of the villagery, skim milk and sometimes labor in the quern, and bootless make the breathless housewife churn, and sometimes make the drink to bear no barm, mislead night wanderers laughing at our harm? Those that hobgoblin call you, and sweet cock, you do their work, and they shall have good luck. Are not you he?
Thou speakest aright. I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in likeness of a filly foal. Sometime lurk I in a gossip's fold, in very likeness of a roasted crab, and when she drinks on her lips I bob, and on her withered dewlap pour the ale. The wisest aunt, telling his saddest tale. And sometimes a 3-foot stool mistaketh me. Then slip by from her button, down topples she, and Taylor cries and falls into a cough, and the whole choir hold their hips and laugh, and waxen in their mirth and knees, and swear a merrier hour was never wasted there. But Moon Fairy, here comes Oberon.
And here my mistress with that fever abroad.
Ill met by moonlight, proud Titania.
What? Jealous Oberon? Fairy, skip hence, I have forsworn his bed and company.
Carry, rascal! Am not I, my lord?
But I must be thy lady. But I know when thou hast stolen away from fairyland, and in the shade of Corin sat all day, playing on pipes of corn and versing love to amorous Phillida. Why art thou here, come from the farthest steep of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskin's mistress, and your
then. It lies in you. Why should Titania cross her overarm? I do but beg a little changeling boy to be my henchman.
Set her heart at rest. The fairy lad buys not the child of me. His mother was a voter of my order. But she, being mortal, that boy did die. And for her sake do I bring up her boy. And for her sake I will not part with him.
How long within this wood intend you stay?
Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently dance in our round and see our moonlight revels, go with us. If not, shun me and I will spare your haunts.
Give me that boy and I will go with thee.
Not for thy fairy kingdom. Fairies away, we shall chide down as my lord was dead.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this injury. My gentle one, come hither. Thou rememberest, since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly from their spheres to hear the sea maid's music.
I remember.
That very time I saw, but thou couldst not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid all armed. A certain aim he took at a fair vestal throned by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow, as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. Yet marked I where the bolt of Cupid fell. It fell upon a little western flower, before milk white, now purple with love's wound, and maidens call it love in idleness. Fetch me this flower, the herb I showed thee once. The juice of it on sleeping eyelids laid will make or man or woman madly dote upon the next live creature that it sees. Fetch me this flower, and be thou here again, ere the Leviathan can swim a league.
I'll put a girdle round about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she is asleep, and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, or wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey, or on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. And ere I take this charm from off her sight, as I can take it with another herb, I'll make her render up her page to me. But who comes here? I am invisible, and I will overhear their conference.
I love thee not, therefore pursue me not. Where is Lysander and fair Hermia? The one I'll slay, the other slayeth me. Thou toldst me they were stolen unto this wood, and here I am, wooed within this wood, because I cannot meet my Hermia. Hence get thee gone, and follow me no more.
You draw me, you hard-hearted adamant. But yet you draw not iron, for my heart is true as steel. Leave you your power to draw, and I shall have no power to follow you.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather, do I not in plainest truth tell you that I do not, nor I cannot love you?
And even for that, do I love you the more? I am your spaniel, and Demetrius, the more you beat me, I will fawn on you. Use me but as your spaniel, spurn me, strike me, neglect me, lose me. Only give me leave, unworthy as I am, to follow you. What worse a place can I beg in your love? A place of high respect with me, and to be used as you use your dog.
Tempt not too much the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I am sick when I look not on you.
You do impeach your modesty too much. To leave the city and commit yourselves into the hands of one that loves you not. To trust the opportunity of the night, and the ill counsel of a desert place with the rich worth of your virginity.
Your virtue is my privilege. For then it is not night when I do see your face. Therefore I think I am not in the night. Nor doth this wood lack worlds of company. For you in my respect are all the world. Therefore how can it be said I am alone, when all the world is here to look on me?
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of the wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go. Or if thou follow me, do not believe but I shall do thee mischief in the wood.
Aye, in the town, in the temple, in the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius. Your
made to woo. I'll follow thee, and make a heaven of hell to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek thy love. Welcome, wanderer. Hast thou the flower there?
Aye, there it is.
I pray thee, give it me. I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the nodding violet grows, quite over canopied with luscious woodbine, with sweet musk roses and with eglantine. There sleeps Titania sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and delight. And there the snake throws her enameled skin, weed wide enough to wrap a fairy in. And with the juice of this I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful fantasies. Take thou some of it and seek through this grove. A sweet Athenian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing he espies may be the lady. Thou shalt know the man by the Athenian garments he hath on. Effect it with some care that he may prove more fond on her than she upon her love. And look thou meet me ere the first cock crow.
Fear not, my lord, your servant shall do so.
Come, now a roundel and a fairy song. Sing me now asleep, then to your offices and let me rest.
You spotted snakes with double tongue, thorny hedgehogs be not seen.
Mutes and blind worms do no wrong. Come not near our fairy queen.
Weaving spiders come not here.
Hence you long-legged spinners, hence. Beetles black approach not near. Worm nor snail do no offense.
Philomel with melody, sing our sweet lullaby, lullaby. Never harm nor spell nor charm, come our lovely lady nigh. So good night, so good night, so good night. Good night with lullaby.
Hence, away, now all is well.
One aloof, stand sentinel.
What thou seest when thou dost wake, do it for thy true love take. Love and languish for his sake, be it ounce or cat or bear, pard or boar with bristled hair. In thy eye that shall appear when thou wakest, it is thy dear. Wake when some vile thing is near.
My love, you faint with wandering in the wood. And to speak troth, I have forgot our way. We'll rest us, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the day.
Be it so, Lysander. Find you out to bed, for I upon this bank will rest my head.
One turf shall serve as pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off yet. Do not lie so near.
Take the sense, sweet, of my innocence. Love takes the meaning in love's confidence. I meant that my heart unto yours is knit, so that but one heart we can make of it. Two bosoms interchaining with an oath. Two bosoms, and so a single troth. Then by your side no bedroom me deny. For lying so, Hermia, I do not lie.
Lysander riddles very pretty. Now much be shrew, my manners and my pride. If Hermia meant to say Lysander lied. But gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human
let fair prayer say I, and then end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed. Sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes compressed.
Through the forest I have gone, but Athenian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve this flower's force and stirring love, night and silence. Who is here? Weeds of Athens he doth wear. This is he, my master said, despiseth the Athenian maid, and here the maiden sleeping sound on the dank and dirty ground. Pretty soul, she durst not lie near this lack love, this kill courtesy. Churl, upon thy eyes I throw all the power this charm doth own. When thou wakes that love forbids, sleep his seat on thy eyelid. So awake when I am gone, for now I must to Oberon.
I charge thee hence, and do not haunt me thus.
Don't hardly leave me. Do not so.
Stay on thy peril. I alone will go.
Oh. I am out of breath in this fond chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia, wheresoe'er she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. How came her eyes so bright? Not with salt tears. If so, my eyes are oftener washed than hers. No, no, I am as ugly as a bear, for beasts of me be run away with fear. Who is here? Lysander. On the ground. Dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, good sir, he lives? Awake.
And run through fire will I for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art that through thy bosom lets me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word is that vile name to perish on my sword.
Oh, say not so, Lysander. Say not so. What though he love your Hermia? A lord, what though? Yet Hermia still loves you. Then be content.
Content with Hermia? No, I do repent the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who would not exchange a raven for a dove? The will of man is by his reason swayed, and reason says you are the worthier maid.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When? At your hands did I deserve this scorn? Is it not enough? Is it not enough, young man, that I did never, no, nor never can deserve a sweet look from Demetrius' eye? But you must flout my insufficiency. Good troth, you do me wrong, sir. Good sooth you do, if such disdainful manner be to move. But can you help? Boys, I must confess, I thought you lord of more true gentleness. Oh, that a lady of one man refused, should have another. Therefore be abused.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia, sleep thou there, and mayst thou nevermore come Lysander near. For as a servant of the sweetest things, the deepest loathing to the stomach brings. For as the heresies that men do weave are hated most by those they did deceive, so thou, my servant, and my heresy, of all be hated, but the most of me. And all my powers address your love and might, to honor Helen, and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me. Do thy best to pluck this crawling serpent from my breast. I need for pity. What a dream was here. Lysander looked like a great leader. Methought the serpents came and ate my heart away, and you sat smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander? What, removed? Lysander! Lord! What, out of hearing? Gone? No sound, no word? Alack, where are you? Speak in if you hear! Speak of our loves. I swoon almost with fear. No? Then I well perceive you are not nigh. Either death or you I'll find immediately.
Are we all met? Pat, pat. And here's a marvelous convenient place for our rehearsal. This green plot shall be our stage, this hawthorn brake our tiring house, and we will do it in action as we will do it before the Duke.
Peter Quince,
What sayest thou, Bully Bottom?
there are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. First, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Bard Larkin, a perilous fear.
I believe we must leave the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have advice to make all well. Write me a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed indeed. And for the more better assurance, tell them that I, Pyramus, am not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver. This will put them out of their fear.
We will have such a prologue.
Will not the ladies be afeard of a lion?
I fear it, I assure you.
Masters, you ought to consider to bring in, God shield us, a lion among ladies is a most dreadful thing. For there is no more a fearful wild fowl than your lion living, and we ought to look to it.
Therefore, another prologue must tell that he is not a lion.
Nay, you must name his name, and half his face must be seen through its lion's neck. And he himself must speak through saying thus, or to the same effect, ladies, or fair ladies, I would wish you, or I would request you, or I would entreat you, not to fear, not to tremble, my life for yours. If you think I come hither as a lion, it were pity of my life. No, I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are. And there indeed, let him name his name and tell them plainly he is snug the joiner.
Well, it shall be so, but there are two hard things. The first, we must have the moonlight come into a chamber. For you know, Pyramus and Thisbe meet by moonlight.
Doth the moon shine the night we play our play?
A calendar. Look in the almanac. Find out moonshine.
Yes, it doth shine that night.
Why then may you leave a casement of the great chamber window where we play open, and the moon may shine in at the casement.
Aye, or else one must come in with a bush of thorns and a lanthorn, and since he comes to disfigure or to present the person of moonshine, then there is another hard thing. We must have a wall in the great chamber, for Pyramus and Thisbe, says the story, did talk through the chink of a wall.
You can never bring in a wall. What say you, Bottom?
Some man or other must present wall, and let him have some plaster or some loam or some rock cast about him to signify wall, and let him hold his fingers thus. And through that cranny shall Pyramus and Thisbe whisper.
If that shall be so, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. Once you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespin do we have swaggering here? So near the cradle of the fairy queen. What, a play toward? I'll be an auditor. An act or two, perhaps, if I see cause.
Pyramids begin. Thisbe, stand forth.
Thisbe, the flowers of odious...
Odors! Odors!
Odors, say your sake! So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark! A voice! Stay thou but here a while, and by I will to thee appear.
A stranger Pyramus that ever played here.
Must I speak now?
Marry, must you? For you must understand, he goes but to see a noisy herd, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, most lily-white and pure, how like a red rose on triumphant fire, most princely jubilant, eat most lovely Jew, as truest horse and that never would tire. I'll come to thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus' tomb, man. For you must not speak of that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your parts at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter! Your cue is past. It is never tire.
Oh,
As truest horse that yet never would tire.
Thisbe, I were only thine.
Oh, monstrous! Oh, strange, we are haunted! Ring masters! Fly masters! Help!
Why do they run away? This is enabling of them to make me afeard.
Oh, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
What do you see? You see an asshead of your own, do you?
Bless thee, bottom! Bless thee, for thou art translated!
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass of me. Fight me if they could. But I will not stir from this place. Do what they can. I will walk up and down, and I shall sing. And they shall hear that I am not afraid. The woozle cocks will black with you, with orange tawny bill. The throstle with his nose so true, the wren with wit the quill.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed?
The finch, the sparrow, and the lark, the plains on cuckoo gray, whose note full many a man doth mark, but dares not answer, nay, yah!
I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy note. So is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair features force for force doth move me on the first view to say, to swear I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. Yeah. And yet, to say the truth, reason and love keep little company together nowadays. The more the pity that some honest neighbors will not make them friends. Nay, I can gleek upon occasion.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. But if I have enough wit to get out of this wood, I have enough to serve mine own turn.
Out of this wood do not desire to go. Thou shalt remain here, whither thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state, and I do love thee. Therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee, and they shall fetch thee jewels from the deep and sing while thou on pressed flowers dost sleep. And I shall purge thy mortal grossness so that thou shalt like an airy spirit go. Peace blossom, cobweb, moth, and mustard seed. Ready. And I. And I.
And I,
Where shall we go? Be kind and courteous to this gentleman. Nod to him, elves, and do him courtesies.
Hail, mortal.
Hail. Hail.
hail.
I cry your worship's mercy, heartily. I beseech your worship's name.
Cobweb.
Oh, I shall desire you of more acquaintance, good Master Cobweb. If I cut my finger, I will make bold with you. Your name's good honest gentleman.
Peace blossom.
Commend me to Mistress Squash your mother, and Master Peas Cod your father, good Master Peas Blossom. I shall desire you of more acquaintance also. Your name, sir, I beseech you.
Mustard seed.
I know your patience well, good Master Mustard Seed, and I shall desire you of more acquaintance also.
Come, wait upon him. Lead him to my bower. The moon, methinks, weeps with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up my lover's tongue, bring him silently.
I wonder if Titania be awake. Then what it was that next came in her eye, which she must dote on in extremity. But here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit? What night rule now about this haunted grove?
My mistress with the monster is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower, while she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals that work for bread upon Athenian stalls, were met together to rehearse a play, intended for a great Theseus nuptial day. The shallowest, thick skin of that barren sort, who Pyramus presented in their sport, forsook his seed and entered in a break. When I did him a disadvantage take an ass's knoll, I puts it on his head. Anon his "Beep, must be answered, and forth my mimic comes. When they him spy, so at his sight, away his fellows fly. And in that moment, so it came to pass, Titania waked, and straightway loved an ass.
Ah, this falls out better than I could devise. But hast thou yet latched the Athenian's eyes with the love juice, as I did bid thee do?
I took him sleeping, that is finished too, and the Athenian woman by his side, that when he waked, afore she must be I.
Stand close, this is the same Athenian.
This is the woman, but not just the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that loves you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I chide, but I should use thee worse, for thou, I fear, hast given me cause to curse. That thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, being o'er shoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too. The sun was not so true unto the day as he to me. Would he have stolen away from sleeping Hermia? It cannot be but thou hast murdered him. So should a murderer look. So dead, so grim.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart with your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright, as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
I'd rather give his carcass to my hounds.
Out, dog! Out, cur! Thou drivest me past the bounds of maiden's patience! Hast thou slain him then? Henceforth, be never numbered among men! Oh, ones, tell true. Tell true even for my sake. Durst thou have looked upon him being awake? Or hast thou killed him sleeping? Oh, brave touch! Could not a worm, an adder do so much? An adder did it, for with double atone than thine, thou serpent, never adder stung.
You spend your passion on misprized mood. I am not guilty of Lysander's blood, nor is he dead for aught that I can tell.
I pray thee, tell me then that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
A privilege never to see me more. And from thy hated presence part I so, see me no more, whether he be dead or no.
There is no following her in this fierce vein. Here therefore for a while I will remain.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice on some true love sight. About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helena of Athens look thou find. All fancy sick she is, and pale of cheer, with sighs of love that costs the fresh blood dear. By some illusion see thou bring her here. I'll charm his eyes against she do appear.
I go. Look how I go, swifter than an arrow from the Tartar's bow.
Flower of this purple dye, hit with Cupid's archery, sinking apple of his eye. When his love he doth espy, let her shine as gloriously as the Venus of the sky. When thou wait'st, if she be by, beg of her for remedy.
Captain of our fairy band, Helena is here at hand, and the youth mistook by me, pleading for a lover's fee. Shall we their fond pageant see? Oh, Lord, what fools these mortals be!
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to awake.
Then will two at once woo one. That must needs be sport alone. And those things do best please me that befall preposterously.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? How can these things in me seem scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more, when truth kills truth. Oh, devilish holy fray! These vows are Hermia's. Will you give her all?
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
No, not in my mind. Now you give her all.
Demetrius loves her, and he loves not you.
Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine. What, my love, shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is unmuddy. Oh, how right and true thy lips, those kissing cherries tempting grow.
Oh, fight! Oh, hell! I see you all are bent to set against me for your merriment. If you were and knew courtesy, you would not do me such injury. If you were men, as men you are shown, you would not use a gentle lady so, to vow and swear and superpraise my cause. But I am sure you hate me with your hearts. You both are rivals and love Hermia, and now both rivals to mock Helena.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so, for you love Hermia. This you know, I know. And here, with all goodwill, with all my heart, in Hermia's love, I yield up my part. Then yours of Helena, to me bequeath, whom I do love and will do till my death.
Never did mockers waste more idle breath.
Lysander, keep thy Hermia. I will none. Fair I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her, but guess why I sojourn? Now to Helen is at home returned, there to remain.
Helen, it is not so.
Despair is a fate thou dost not know, unless to thy peril thou abide it. Look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, that would not let him buy fair Helena, who more endued the night than all yon fiery oaths and eyes of light. Why seek'st thou me? Cannot this make thee know the hate I bear thee made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think. It cannot be.
No, she is one of this confederacy. Now I perceive they have conjoined all three to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Oh, injurious Hermia, most ungrateful maid, have you conspired? Have you with these contrived to bait me with this foul derision? Have you forgot the counsels we have shared, the hours we have spent, our school days friendship, childhood innocence? And will you rent your ancient love asunder to join with men in scorning your poor friend?
I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not. It seems that you scorn me.
Have you not set Lysander as in scorn to follow me and praise my eyes and face, and made your other love, Demetrius, who even but now did spurn me with his foot, call me goddess, nymph, divine, and rare, precious, celestial?
I understand what you mean by this.
I do persever, counterfeit sad looks, make mouths upon me when I turn my back, when gauge it out there, all this sweet jest up. This sport, well carried, shall be chronicled. If you have any pity, grace, or manners, you will not make with such an argument.
Say well, 'tis partly my own fault. Would ye death or absence, sin shall remedy.
Stay, gentle Helena. Hear my excuse. My heart, my soul, my love, sweet Helena.
Oh, exile! Sweet, do not scorn her so.
She cannot entreat. I can compel.
Thou canst compel no more than she entreat. Thy threats carry no more strength than her weak prayers. Helena, I love thee. By my life I do. I swear by that which I would lose for thee, to prove him false who says I love thee not.
I say I love thee more than he can do.
If thou say so, withdraw, and prove it too.
Quick, come.
Lysander, where to tends all this?
Away, you Ethiop!
Oh, no, you'll seem to break loose. Take on as you would follow, but yet come not. You are a tame man. Go.
Hang off, thou cat! Thou bird, vile thing, let loose, or I shall shake thee from me like a serpent!
So moved. What change is this, sweet love?
Thy love? Out, tawny Tartar, out! Out, loathed medicine! Oh, hated potion, hence!
Do you not just?
Yes, so, and so you!
Demetrius, I shall keep my word with thee.
I would I had your bond, but I perceive a weak bond holds you.
What, should I hurt her, strike her, kill her dead? Although I hate her, I shall not harm her so.
What can you do me greater harm than hate? Hate me? Wherefore? Oh, me, what news, my love? Am I not Hermia? Are you not Lysander? I am as fair now as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Why then you left me on the gods' forbidden earnest, shall I say?
Aye, by my life, and never the desire to see thee more. Therefore, be out of hope, of question, of doubt. Be certain, nothing truer, 'tis no jest that I do hate thee, and love Helena.
Oh, me! You juggler! You canker blossom! You thief of love! What? Have you caught my knight and stolen my love's heart from me? Fine!
Have you no modesty? No maiden shame? No touch of bashfulness? What? Will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet,
Why so? Aye, that way goes the game. Now I perceive that she hath made compare between our statures. She hath urged her height, and with her personage, her tall personage, her height, forsooth she hath prevailed with him. And are you grown so high in his esteem, because I am so dwarfish and so low? How low am I, thou painted maypole? Speak! How low am I? I am not yet so low but that my nails can reach unto thine eyes.
But wait, gentlemen, although you love me, do not let her hurt me. You cannot fight me. Because she is something lower than myself. How to match her?
Lower her again!
Be not afraid, she shall not harm thee.
No, sir, she shall not, though you take her heart.
She's angry. She's keen and shrewd. She was a vixen when she went to school. And though she be but little, she is fierce.
Little again! Nothing but low and little! Why will you suffer her to flout me thus? Let me come to her!
Get you gone, you dwarf! You minimus of Henry Knotgrass Maid! You bead! You acorn!
You are too officious in her behalf that scorns your services. Let her alone. Speak not of Helena, take not her part. For if thou dost intend never so little show of love to her, thou shalt abide.
Now she holds me not. Now follow, if thou darest, to try whose right, if thine or mine, is most in Helena.
Follow. Nay, I'll go with thee cheek by jowl.
You, mistress, all this coil is long of you. Nay, go not back.
I will not trust you, nor understand your cursed company. Your hands, then mine, are quicker for a prey. My legs are longer, though, to run away.
I am amazed. I know not what to say.
tell me I should know the man by the Athenian garments he had on, and so far blameless proves my enterprise, that I have anointed an Athenian's eyes. So far am I glad and so's its sort. Is this their janking? I esteem a sport.
Thou seest these lovers seek a place to fight. High therefore, Robin, overcast the night. A starry welkin cover thou anon with drooping fog, as black as Acheron. And lead these testy rivals so astray, as one come not within another's way. Like to Lysander, sometime frame thy tongue, and stir Demetrius up with bitter wrong. And sometime rail thou like Demetrius, and from each other look thou lead them thus, till o'er their brows death counterfeiting sleep, with leaden legs and batty wings doth creep. Then crush this herb into Lysander's eye, whose liquor hath this virtuous property to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeballs roll with wonted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruitless vision. Whilst I in this affair do thee employ, I'll to my queen and beg her Indian boy, and then I will her charmed eye release from monster's view, and all things shall be peace.
Up and down, up and down. I will lead them up and down. I am feared and fueled in town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
Where art thou, proud Demetrius? Speak thou now!
Here, villain drawn and ready, where art thou?
I shall be with thee straight.
Follow me then to plainer ground.
Lysander, speak again. Thou coward, thou run away. Art thou fled? Speak! In some bush. Where dost thou hide thy head?
Thou coward, art thou bragging to the stars? Tell in the bushes thou lookst for wars and wilt not come. Come, recreant, come thou, child.
Yea, art thou there?
Follow my voice, we'll try no manhood here.
He goes before me and still tears me on. When I come where he calls, then he is gone. The villain is much lighter heeled than I. I followed fast, but faster did he fly. And now fallen am I in dark, uneven way. And here shall rest me. Come thou, gentle day, for if but once thou show me thy gray light, I'll find Demetrius and avenge this spite.
Ho, 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 coward, why comest thou not?
Abide me if thou darest, for well I want thou runs before me, shifting every place, and dares not stand nor look me in the face. Where art thou now?
Come hither, I am here.
Nay, then thou mockst me. Thou shalt buy it dear if ever I thy face by daylight see. Now go thy way. Faintness constraineth me. Measure out my length on this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
Oh, weary night, long and tedious night, abate thy hours, shine comforts from the east, that I may back to Athens by daylight, from these whom my poor company detest. Oh, sleep sometimes shuts up sorrow's eyes. Steal me away from mine own company.
Yet but three. Come one more. Two of both kinds makes up four. Here she comes, cursed and sad. Cupid is a knavish lad, thus to make poor females mad.
Never so weary, never so in woe. Bedappled with the dew, and torn with briars, I can no further crawl, no further go. My legs can keep no pace with my desires. Here I will rest me till the break of day. Heaven shield Lysander, if they mean a fray.
On the ground, sleep sound. I'll apply to your eye gentle lover remedy. When thou wakes, thou takest true delight in the sight of thy former lady's eye. And the country proverb goes, every man should take his own. In your waking shall be shown, Jack shall have Jill, not shall go ill. The man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Blossom. Yeah. Where's Monsieur Cobweb?
Ready.
Ah, Monsieur Cobweb. Good, Monsieur. Get you your weapons in your hand and kill me a red-hipped humblebee on the top of a thistle. And good Monsieur, bring me the honey bag. Oh, do not fret yourself too much in your action. Have a care the honey bag break not. I would be loath to have you overflown with a honey bag, Signor. Where's Monsieur Mustard Seed?
Ready.
Give me your leaf, Monsieur.
What's your will?
Nothing but to help Cavalier Peas Blossom to scratch. I must to the barber's, for methinks I am marvelous hairy about the face. And I am such a tender ass. If my hair do but tickle, I must scratch.
Say, sweet flower, what thou desirest to eat.
Oh, truly a peck of provender. I could want your good dry oats. Methinks I have a great desire to a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay, hath no fellow.
I have a venturous fairy that shall seek the squirrel's hoard and fetch thee new nuts.
I'd rather have a handful or two of dried peas. Oh, but I pray you, let none of your people disturb me. For I have an exposition of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. Fairies, be gone, and be always away. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity, for meeting her of late behind the wood, seeking sweet favors for this hateful fool. I did upbraid her and fall out with her. For she his hairy temples had rounded with coronet of fresh and fragrant flowers. When I had at my pleasure taunted her, and she in mild terms begged my patience, I then did ask of her changeling child, which straight she gave me, and fairy sent to bear him to my bower in fairyland. And now I have the boy, I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle Puck, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this Athenian swain, that he awaking when the other do, may all to Athens back again repair, and think no more of this night's accidents, but as the fierce vexation of a dream. But first I will release the fairy queen. Be as thou wast wont to be as thou wast wont to see. Dian's bud or Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, wake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions have I seen? Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your love.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe his visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take off this head.
When thou wakest, with thine own fool's eye peep.
Now thou and I are new in amity, and will tomorrow midnight solemnly dance into Theseus' house triumphantly, and bless it to all fair prosperity. There shall all the faithful lovers be wedded with Theseus, all in jollity.
Fairy King, attendant Mark, I do hear the morning lark.
Now, my queen in silence sad, trip we after night's shade. We the globe can compass soon, swifter than the wandering moon.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night that I, sleeping here, was found with these mortals on the ground.
We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top, and mark the musical confusion of pounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in a wood of Crete they bathed the bear. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, the fountains, every region near seemed all one mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds are bred out of the Spartan kind, slow in pursuit, but matched in mouth like bells. Each under each, a cry more tunable was never hollow to, nor cheered with horn. In Crete, in Sparta, nor in Thessaly. Judge when you hear. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter here asleep, and this Lysander is. This Demetrius is, this Helena, old Nader's Helena. I wonder of their being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to observe the rites of May, and hearing our intent came in grace of our solemnities. But speak, Aegeus, is not this the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
Go, bid the huntsmen wake them with their horns. Good morrow, friends. St. Valentine is past. You give these wood birds but to couple now?
Pardon, my lord.
I pray you all, stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle concord in the world, that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazingly. Half sleep, half waking, but as yet, I swear, I cannot truly say how I came here. But, as I think, for truly what I speak, and now I do bethink me, aye, so it is, I came with Hermia hither. Our intent was to be gone from Athens, where we might, without terror...
Enough, you have enough, my lord. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away. They would, Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me. You of your wife, and me of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helena in fancy following me. And my lord, I want not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia melted as the snow. Seems to me now as the remembrance of an idol god, which in my childhood I did dote upon. And all the faith, the virtue of my heart, the pleasure and the object of mine eye is only Helena. To her, my lord, was I betrothed, there I saw Hermia. But like a sickness I did loathe this food. But as in health, come to my natural taste. Now I do wish it, love it, want it, and will forevermore be true to it.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we will hear anon. Aegeus, I will overbear your will. For in the temple by and by, with us these couples shall eternally be knit. And for the morning is something warm, our purposed hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Athens, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come to all of them.
When my cue comes, call me and I will answer. My next is most fair Pyramus. Hi-ho. Peter Quince! Flute the bellows mender, snap the tinker! Starveling! God's my life! Stolen hence and left me asleep. I have had a most rare vision. I have had a dream past the wit of man to say what dream it was. Man is but an ass if he is to expound upon this dream. Methought I was, there is no man can tell what. Methought I was, and methought I had. Oh, but man is but a patched fool if he is to offer to say what methought I had. The eye of man hath not heard. The ear of man hath not seen. Man's hand is not able to taste, his tongue to conceive, nor his heart to report what my dream was. I will get Peter Quince to write a ballet of my dream, and it will be called Bottom's Dream, because it hath no bottom. And I will sing it at the latter end of our play before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it the more the gracious, I will sing it at her death.
Have you sent to Bottom's house? Is he home yet?
He cannot be heard of. I don't doubt he is transported. If he come not, then the play is marred. It go not forward, doth it?
It is not possible. You have not another man in all Athens to discharge Pyramus but he.
No. He has simply the best wit of any handicraft man in Athens.
Yea, and the best person. He's the very paramour of a sweet voice.
You must say paragon. A paramour is, God bless us, a thing of naught.
Masters, the Duke is coming from the temple, and there's 2 or 3 lords and ladies more merry. If our sport had gone forward, we had all been made men.
Where are these hearts? Where are these lads? Masters, I am to discourse wonders. But ask me not what, for if I tell you I am not true Athenian. I will tell you everything, right as it fell out.
Let us hear, sweet Bottom.
Not a word of me. All that I will tell you is that the Duke hath dined. Get your apparel together. Meet presently at the palace. Every man look over his part, for the long and the short is, our play is preferred. Hooray! And most dear actors, eat no onions nor garlic, for we are to utter sweet breath. And I do not doubt but to hear them say it is a sweet comedy. No more words. Away. Go away!
More strange than true. I never may believe these antique fables, nor these fairy toys.
But all the story of the night told over, and all their minds transfigured so together, more witnesseth than fancies images, and grows to something of great constancy, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Ah, here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends. Joy and fresh days of love accompany your hearts.
More than to us, than to your royal walks, your board, your bed.
Come now. What mass, what dances shall we have, to while away this long age of 3 hours between our after supper and bedtime? Where is our usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour? Call illustrate.
Here, mighty Theseus.
Say, what abridgment have you for this evening?
There is a brief how many sports are right. Make choice of which your highness shall see first.
The Battle of the Centaurs, to be sung by an Athenian eunuch to the harp. Well, none of that. That have I told my love. The riots of the tipsy bacchanals tearing the Thracian singer in their rage. That is an old device. A tedious brief scene of young Pyramus and his love Thisbe. Very tragical mirth. Merry and tragical, tedious and brief. That is, hot ice and wondrous strange snow. How shall we find the concord of this discord?
Play there is, my lord. Some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play there is not one word apt, one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord, it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself, which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess, made mine eyes water, but more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Athens here, which never labored in their minds till now.
And we will hear it.
No, my lord, it is not for you. I have heard it over, and it is nothing, nothing in the world, unless you can find sport here intense, extremely stretched and conned with cruel pain to do you service.
I will hear that play, for never anything can be amiss when simpleness and duty tender it. Go, bring them in. And ladies, take your places.
I love not to see wretchedness or charge, and duty in his service perishing.
Why, gentle, sweet, you shall see no such thing.
He says they can do nothing of this kind.
The kind are we to give thanks for nothing. Our sport should be to take what they mistake, and what poor duty cannot do, noble respect takes it in life, not merit.
So please your grace, the prologue is addressed.
Let him approach.
If we offend, it is with our goodwill, that you should think we come not to offend, but with goodwill, to show our simple skills. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come as a meaning to content you. Our true intent is, for all your delight, we are not here. That you should here repent you, the actors are at hand, and by their show you will know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth not stand upon points.
He hath rid his prologue like a rough colt. He knows not to stop.
His speech is like a tangled chain, nothing impaired, but all disordered. Who is next?
Gentles, perchance you wonder at this show, but wonder on till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, as you would know. This beauteous lady, this be as certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that wild wall which did these lovers sunder, as through walls cheap poor souls were content to whisper. At which let no man wonder. This man with dog lantern and bush of thorns presented moonshine. For, if you will know, by moonshine did these lovers think no scorn to meet at Ninus' tomb. There to woo. This grisly beast, which lion hight by name, did trusty Thisbe, coming first by night, did stare away. Rather did affright, and lying vile with bloody mouth did stain. Thisbe, Pyramus, finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain, whereat with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. Thisbe, tearing in mulberry shade, did his dagger drew, and died. For all the rest, that lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
In this same interlude, it doth befall that I once not by name present a wall,
and such a wall as I would have you think had in it a cranny, hole, or chink, through which the lovers, Pyramus and Thisbe, did often whisper very secretly, this loam, this rough cast, this stone doth show that I am the same wall, the truth as so. And this the cranny is, right and sinister, through which the lovers are to whisper.
O grim-looked night, O night with hues so black, O night, whichever art when day is not, O night, alack, alack, alack. I fear my Thisbe's promise is forgot. And thou, O wall, O sweet and lovely wall, that standest tween her father's ground and mine, thou wall, O sweet and lovely wall, show me thy chink to blink through with mine eye. Thanks, courteous wall. Jove shield thee well for this. But what see I? No Thisbe do I see, a wicked wall through whom I see no bliss. Curse me thy stones for thus deceiving me.
Well, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, the wall should not curse again. Deceiving me is Thisbe's cue. She's to enter now, and I'm to spy her through the chink in the wall. You will see it wall fall pat as I told you. Yonder, she comes.
Oh, who often hast thou heard my moans for wanting my fair Pyramus and me? My cherry lips have often kissed thy sides. Thy stones with thine hands up in thee.
I see a voice. Now will I do the chink, to spy if I can hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love! Thou art my love, I think.
Think what thou wilt. I am thy lover's grace. And like Menander am I trusty still.
And I like Helen till the fates me kill.
Not shaftless to Procris was so true.
As shepherds to Procris, I to you.
Oh, kiss me through the hole of this vile wall. Beat me straightway.
Time life, time death, I come without delay.
Thus have I, well, my part discharged it so, and being done, thus wall away doth go.
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear the smallest monstrous mouse that creeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough and wildest rage doth roar. Then know that I, as snug the joiner am, a lion fell, nor else no lion's dam. For if I should as lion come in strife into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
a very gentle beast, and of good conscience.
The very best of the beasts, my lord, that e'er I saw.
This lion is a very fox for his valor.
True, and a goose for his discretion.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
He should have worn the horns on his head.
He has no circumference, and his horns are invisible within the crescent.
This lanthorn doth the horned moon present.
This is the greatest error of all the rest. The man should be put into the lanthorn. How is it else the man in the moon?
I am weary of this moon. Would he would change.
It appears, by his small light of discretion, that he is in the wane. But yet, in courtesy, in all reason, we must stay the time.
Proceed, moon.
All that I have to say is that this lanthorn is the moon. I, the bed of the moon. This thorn bush, my thorn bush, and this dog, my dog.
Why, all these should be in the lanthorn, for all these are in the moon. But silence, here comes Thisbe.
This is Albany's tomb. Where is my love? Roar!
Well roared, lion.
Well run, Thisbe.
Well shown moon. Truly the moon shines with grace.
Well moused, lion.
And then came Pyramus.
And so the lion vanished.
Sweet moon, I thank thee for thy sunny beams. I thank thee, moon, for shining now so bright. For by thy gracious, golden, glittering gleams, I trust to take of truest Thisbe sight. But stay, oh spite! But mark, poor knight, what dreadful dole is here? Eyes, do you see? How can it be? Oh, dainty duck. Oh, dear. Thy mantle good. What? Stained with blood? Oh, approach ye furies fell. Oh, fates, come, cut thread and thrum. Quail, crush, conclude, and quell. Oh, wherefore, nature, didst thou lions frame? Since lion vile hath here deflowered my dear, which is... Oh, no! Which was the fairest dame that lived, that loved, that liked, that looked with cheer. Come, tears, confound! Come, sword, confound! The pack of Pyramus, I, the left pack! Where the heart doth hop! Thus die I, thus! Now am I dead. Now am I fled. My soul is in the sky. Tongue, lose thy light. Moon, take thy flight! Now die! Die. Die!
With the help of his... With the help of the surgeon, he might yet recover. And yet prove an ass.
Now chance moonshine is gone, before Thisbe comes back and finds her lover.
She will find him by starlight. Here she comes. and her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use a long one for such a paramis. I hope she will be brief.
Asleep, my love! What? Dead, my dove? Oh, Phoebus, arise! Speak! Speak! Quite dumb! Dead! Dead! A tomb must cover these sweet eyes, these little lips, this cherry nose, these yellow goslip cheeks. I Tongue, not a word. Come, trusty sword. Come, blade. My breast imbue! Farewell, my friends. Thus, this begins. Adieu! Adieu!
Lion and Moonshine are left to bury the dead.
Aye, and Wall too.
No! I assure you, the wall is down that parted their fathers. Would it please you to hear an epilogue, or to see a burgomaster dance between two of our company?
No epilogue, I pray you, for your play needs no excuse. But come, you're Bergamask. Let your epilogue alone. The iron tongue of midnight hath told 12. Lovers to bed, 'tis almost fairy time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn, as much as we this night have overwatched. This palpable, gross play hath well beguiled the heavy gate of night. Sweet friends, to bed. A fortnight hold we this solemnity, in nightly revels and new jollity.
Now the hungry lion roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores, all with weary task done. Now the wasted branch do glow, whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is the time of night that the graves, all gaping wide, every one lets forth his sprite in the churchway paths to glide. And we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team from the presence of the sun, following darkness like a dream, now are frolic. Not a mouse, shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before to sweep the dust behind the door.
Through the house give glimmering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop as light as bird from briar. And this ditty after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
First, rehearse your song by rote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, will we sing and bless this place.
Now, until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the couples three ever true in loving be. And the blot of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand. Never mole, hairlip, nor scar, nor mark prodigious, such as are despised in nativity, shall upon their children be. With this field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless through this palace with sweet peace. And the owner of it blessed, ever shall in safety rest. Trip away, make no stay. Meet me all by break of day. Trip away, make no stay. Meet me all by break of day.
If we shadows have offended, think but this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear, and this weak and idle thing no more yielding but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. As I am an honest puck, if we have an earned luck now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the puck a liar call. So good night unto you all. Give me your hands if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.